Let's fucking go.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to review Daredevil Born Again Episode 3. Now Daredevil Born Again Episode 2 ended with Matt kind of finally unleashing all the anger and rage that's probably been building up in him ever since Foggy died a year prior. So he's got a year of anger and frustration that he took out on these cops. Now, brutalizing them. Beat the hell out of him. He saved the key witness in his trial in the trial for defending Hector, aka the White Tiger, and things are proceeding as sort of not planned, but things are proceeding. And the majority of episode 3 is mainly a court procedural, a court drama. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't, mention the rumors about, and there's things that are being rumored out there also right now. Now we'll never know for sure what's true or false, but the rumors are that episodes 2 and 3, particularly this episode, are the original 2 episodes. Like these 2 episodes, episodes 2 and 3, are the episodes from the old series, because back when the show was first conceived, Daredevil Born Again, it was supposed to be mainly a court procedural, like this, like it was in this episode. So if you loved all the court shit in this episode, the original idea for Born Again, when Marvel first conceived it, was going to be mostly this. Now, we will never know what Kevin Feige saw that he just really didn't like that made him have to shift things because now we're hearing that, like I said, the episodes 2 and 3, this episode, were supposed to be the original 2 episodes that were released, and now we're hearing that Foggy Nelson and Karen Page, the majority of that first episode is a reshoot. The entire action sequence with Bullseye and Daredevil, like all of it wasn't supposed to go down the way that it went down to be so connected to the original Netflix shows, because it was gonna be a reboot. A soft reboot, because now, like I say, if you can look it up yourself, all the rumors and things that people are saying is essentially it was gonna be a soft reboot that was revealed at the end to be a sequel to the Netflix Daredevil. That's basically what they were gonna do. It was gonna be a soft reboot that was then revealed to be a sequel. But I digress. Feige didn't see something, so they decided to change it up a bit. But the entire time I'm watching this episode, particularly the courtroom drama stuff, because there's stuff going on with Wilson Fisk and Vanessa, but I'll get into that later. But particularly the courtroom drama aspect. So one of the things that I've always looked forward to, and actually, funny enough, one of the things that I think the Netflix Daredevil show didn't do enough of, there wasn't enough of the court stuff. Don't get me wrong, you had a few court cases in the show that were very well done, that were very well acted, that were, very dramatic. But I always thought in the original Daredevil series that they never played up as much. They never really, in the original Daredevil series, outside of the Punisher court case, they never really gave a lot of attention to the importance of the lawyer side of Matt. It was always like the duality of him being the Daredevil and him being Matt Murdock, but it was never the duality of him being a lawyer and him being Daredevil, in my opinion anyways. But, and this one episode was so much better than any of the court stuff they did in the See, because right now, a lot of people's beef with the show, and I could debate with people all the time about it. You've seen my review in the first 2 episodes. Some people agree, some people disagree. But I personally thought that a lot of people's beef with Daredevil Born Again, at least I've made a lot of people's beef. It's got 85% of Rotten Tomatoes. It's got a 90-something. It's not like it's fucking, Captain America Brave New World, where the opinion on that movie is just like night and day, depending on who you ask about it. Most people think it's good, but most people they have that original Daredevil show in such a high regard. They're like, this show isn't living up to this to that. So like let's put it this way: if the original Daredevil show is here and this show is like here, and people expected it to be right there, and it's like bothering people, they're like, well, shit, it's not as good as what I expected. So for this show to actually legitimately do something better than the original Daredevil show, which is the direction of the court case sequence, the drama built up in the court case sequence, the way they lay out the way they build up the tension, everything in the court case sequences and the build up in the things that Matt does in the conversations, in the tension, like I say, everything in the court's case, from the way it's shot to the lighting, is night and day better than any of the court case sequences in the original Netflix show. Which is impressive, because even I, someone who's enjoying the show, I wouldn't necessarily say they were doing anything better than the original Netflix show. I thought they either met it or it wasn't as good. But this is the first episode, the first thing the show has done that genuinely made me go, that is better than the Netflix show. So right off the bat, that already takes this episode to like another level, because that's, like I say, this is the first time in the 3 episodes that I watched the show and went, that is distinctly better than the Netflix show, because the court case sequence was just exhilarating. So the entire episode revolves around the witness. It revolves around the witness, and can Matt get this guy to stand, and we find out more that there's some corruption going on with these cops. We kind of figured there's something going on with them, but we still haven't figured out the nitty-gritty details of that. But the majority of it is Matt, things go south. I don't want to spoil too much, but things don't go the way that they wanted to go. Things go south. Things don't go the way they, as you do in a court case drama. In court case dramas, that's the fun about court case dramas, is when, you think you got it, and then something goes, when the attorney or the defense, like, they think they got something going, and then something goes south, and it's like, oh shit, we gotta fucking scramble. And in this case, Matt's scramble was, this will be a spoiler, fuck it, is revealing that Hector is the White Tiger. Now, the White Tiger is a very well-known, not very well-known, but White Tiger for Marvel fans is well-known. Although White Tiger has really been, White Tiger was created forever ago. This isn't just some crazy character that they just came up with. White Tiger has been around for quite some time. He's been around since the 70s, I think. I think he even came out and he was like created in like a Shang-Chi comic book. And in fact, White Tiger is the first ever Latino main superhero. Like, he's from Puerto Rico. White Tiger, while he doesn't carry the same amount of weight as, say, a Black Panther in terms of like the impact he made on the community, he is a very well-regarded character. But a lot of people, like myself, so White Tiger is Hector. I think it's I always say his name wrong. Layla? Layla? I think it's like that. I'm just saying Hector. Layla. And that was the original White Tiger. Hector is the original White Tiger. But if you are like me, the only White Tiger you've ever really seen is Ava. Ava has been the White Tiger, and she is like, I think she's the niece of Hector. She's pretty much been the White Tiger in the comics for a while now. So I say that to say that what happens to Hector at the end of the episode, it didn't catch me off guard. It caught a lot of other people off guard. What happened to Hector didn't catch me off guard, because in my brain I was like, there's a part of me, my comic brain, and like almost even like my corporate brain. And in my corporate brain, I'm like, wow, I'm surprised Marvel didn't just cast Ava, because like a female Latino superhero, that's pretty slam dunk. And it's in the comics. You're not making it up. There's no race swapping. This is who this character is. It's a great point to introduce her. I'm surprised they went with Hector. And then once this episode kind of went on, I was like, so something's got to happen to Hector, because we got to get Ava. Like, I was like, there's just no way we're not going to do this, because she is the White Tiger. She's been White Tiger for like the last 10, 20, 12 years. She's been the White Tiger for as long as I can know. It's very similar to Marvel and Captain Marvel. Like, sure, Marvel was Captain Marvel, but Carol Danvers has been Captain Marvel so long that no one really associates Marvel with being Captain Marvel anymore. And same thing with Hector. Hector was the original White Tiger for a bit, but in the modern era, his niece, Ava, has been the White Tiger. So I always kind of imagined that they would do that here. So what happens in the end of the episode, while tragic, I kind of saw it coming. But meanwhile, in the background, you have this almost Cold War going on with Wilson Fisk and Vanessa. Vanessa obviously liked the power. She liked the power that she had in Wilson and Fisk's absence. And unfortunately, in their original plan, it was to essentially have her control the underworld while he was controlling, everything above it. He's the mayor and whatnot. But unfortunately, as his people would tell him, and she was going to be in the shadows, obviously, if she's controlling crime, but she can't control it while being his on-screen, in the limelight wife. So she had to relinquish a lot of her controls. And as it turns out, Wilson's cool with them just killing himself. Like, the vibe you get off of Wilson Fisk, and this is the vibe I've gotten since episode 1, is he genuinely does, to a degree, mean what he says about making the city better. He genuinely does, to a degree, actually not want to fuck with those criminal ways. He genuinely wants to go about it a different way. But just like Matt, and I said it when I reviewed the last 2 episodes, is there is this slow building up. We still don't know why his knuckles are all bloody. We don't know who he's been beating on. And I feel like that reveal is going to be fire. But anyways, I love this episode. There was no action. There was no suits. It was just this great courtroom drama with great stuff from Wilson Fisk and Vanessa in the background. But the courtroom drama stuff was amazing. It made me kind of think to myself, like, shit, if the original concept of Daredevil Born Again was going to be this, maybe that wouldn't have been so bad. But anyways, I loved it. This is 10 out of 10 for me. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Copy Movie Show. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.